Now look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at center. Doncic, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And here's Denver. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. He really turns on the Jets in the open floor.
Doncic against Murray. From 10 feet out. And Doncic gets it to go.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. First quarter, just over a minute played.
And not just a score, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Doncic feeling it out. Porzingis at the elbow. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Jokic. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Porter passes to Jokic. Can't hit from in close.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And the dunk by Doncic.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Here's Murray following the score by Dallas. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. A pass to Porzingis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Hardaway with a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back. You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Now here is Hardaway. Finney-Smith kicks to Hardaway. There's the pass to Kleba. Out to Hardaway. Clock at 4. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Oh, Porter in position. Hardaway with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And that one hits back iron. The Nuggets trail. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For the Nuggets, Paul Millsap is checked in for Porter. Austin Rivers comes in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Dallas also making some changes. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now, here's Kleba. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Dallas has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And finished off by Rivers.
There is a sneaky athleticism when you're talking Austin Rivers. He goes to the cup with authority.
Morris against Brunson. Here's Kleba. Plays it up and banks it in.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Morris against Brunson. Shot from 12. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Morris.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
The Nuggets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's McGee. Powell pulls it in. Here's Richardson. No points in the game yet for him. The shot by Redick, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Nuggets on top. They lead by a bucket. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Powell is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Melli in at the 4. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Plenty of space. And it's Melli missing. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Morris. Rivers gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Rivers has got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
Well, if you are a modern NBA shooting guard, you have got to be able to shoot with range, and Austin Rivers knocks it down.
A different look for Denver. Porter comes in for Rivers, and it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic comes in for Nicolo Melli, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Murray kicks to Porter. Millsap has the open look. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Outside for Redick for the 3. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Porter. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in. Martin surveying the floor. Powell against Green. Floats it up for Jokic. And stolen by Burke. One-on-one here. Here's Richardson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Redick. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and it's Murray penetrating. That's tipped.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Redick with the 3. Green with the block. And stolen by Redick. It's Richardson on the wing. No one near him. Good as the jump shot falls. Richardson's got 4 points this quarter. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Outside Porter. From past the arc. And stolen by Redick. It's Powell on the wing. Redick against Murray. The shot by Redick, no good.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
And the wide open shot from Redick controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here is Murray. 8 points for him. From deep three-point range. And again, Denver with the triple.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Burke. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Redick up top. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
JaVale McGee is out there at Bowl. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Morris in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Rivers against Hardaway. Down low. Over Rivers. Hardaway, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And then Rivers with the dunk.
Austin Rivers, opportunistic in transition. That's what happens when you sprint the floor.
Here's Doncic after the Nuggets pick up 2. Passes to Porzingis. He kicks to Cauley-Stein. Can't get it to fall.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
A nice shot by Rivers.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Doncic against Morris. 16 feet away. That one no good. And the Nuggets going the other way.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Porzingis after Austin Rivers score. The 3 for Doncic. Cans it from downtown. Doncic has got 9. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
He's still filling out that frame, but the Greyhound physique of Porzingis well suited to transition play.
Murray kicks to Millsap. To the middle. Here's Gordon. Outside for Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Brunson. It's tipped. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Jokic has checked in for Denver. Will Barton comes in for Austin Rivers. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Josh Richardson comes in for Luka Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Denver leading by 7. Martin dishes to Gordon. Outside for Murray. Floats it up for Jokic.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Gordon, the pass to Murray. And he banks in the layup. Murray's got 13 points.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Redick with the 3. Brunson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Nicolo Melli. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Barton finds Jokic. Kept alive. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
Brunson scanning the floor. And it's Dallas with another.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Murray outside. And we've reached the end of the third. Denver on top, up by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Jalen Brunson out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Richardson. And at the 3, the small forward. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas moving the ball around. Brunson, no good. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And the basket by Gordon.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Melly is checked in for Dallas. Jokic against Marjanovic. Can't hit that one. Good defense by Jokic. Dozier kicks to Millsap. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Morris is checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Cauley Stein's checked in. And it's sent back by Morris. Denver leading by 12. The pass to Dozier. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Jokic trying to free himself up, and the layup's good off the glass. Millsap's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets. Doncic against Morris. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Now here's Doncic, guarded closely, and that one's good. Marjanovic.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Now here's Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Marjanovic, and it's Jokic missing. Mavericks trail by 10. Stolen by Gordon. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Pass to Jokic. Back to Millsap. Morris dishes to Millsap. Jokic inside. Guarded by Marjanovic. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. A putback. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Cole comes in for Gordon. Will Barton, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Nicolo Melli. Hardaway is subbed in for Trey Burke. Here's Doncic. The Nuggets getting the bucket from downtown. Dallas, no good that time either. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Barton kicks to Murray. A step-back shot here. And he overshot that one, missing. Mavericks trail by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nuggets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jamal Murray.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And here is Doncic after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. And pushing it up, here's Denver. There's the three. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Mavericks ball.
And the Mavericks with possession here. A 12-point game. And they double up Doncic. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big deal.
Murray. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Collins in at the 3 slot. To the paint, Jokic with the steal. Here's the break. Murray kicks to Jokic. Porter trying to free himself up, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Lillard against Barton. Shot clock at 6. Lillard misses. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Inside, Barton off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
Porter passes to Gordon. Back to Porter. Shoots. Pass to Barton. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Good on the baseline, Jay. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Porter passes to Jokic. Over Collins. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Jokic. Denver leading by 8. Deep 2 from Murray. The quick look, no good that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Three-pointer, Lillard. From deep. Kanter. Dishes to Covington. Over Gordon. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Denver now. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. And that one's good. Lillard.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Nuggets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Murray kicks to Jokic. Over McCollum. Jokic, no good.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that.
Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe it.
force.
I cannot believe that.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Jokic has got 6 points.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part, and as usual. Jumper is on point.
Lillard attacking. Pass to Canner. Kicks it out to Lillard. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now the pass to Gordon. Floats it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Solid finish to the quarter, making.
And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this.
I look to the times where
Draghi certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Austin Rivers. Anthony finds McCollum. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. McCollum's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Portland. Pass to McGee. Now, here is Morris. Back to McGee. And Anthony sends it back. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. He gets that one. McCollum's got 7.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display for McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor. Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team. I like the bounce pass there. He's getting creative.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Shoots from 12. Anthony's shot is off.
Not the guy you expect to be missing a bunny.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Denver. Here's McCollum. Nurkic dishes to McCollum over Morris. McCollum no good. The Nuggets leading by 6. Passes it to Dozier. From about 16, Nurkic with the steal. Anthony drives in over Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in for McCollum. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Anthony leading the charge, and he gets the bucket. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team, and in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Morris against Lillard. Here's Nurkic. With the tip and staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got 6 points.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Morris with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He lobs it up.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Lillard against Morris. Lillard, right side. He feeds it to Powell. Over Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Denver passing it around. Here's Rivers. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Collins checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Powell. Jokic finds Murray. Back to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 10 points for him.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Covington wide open. He fires. Trailblazers keep it alive.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. The 3. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Three-pointer, Lillard. Cantor. It's good on the putback. And it's a tie ball game.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2. Checking out the Trailblazers. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive board. They converted those extra...
Thanks for joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
The high-powered backcourt pick, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Collins in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The Nuggets shooting well, 50% from the floor. Takes it from 10. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got the first field goal the second half for Denver. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Collins kicks to Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. For the lead. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Barton. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Now Lillard. 6 points for him. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Barton. Pass to Jokic. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Collins with some nice D. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Murray. Got a piece of it. Cullen passes to Collins. And here's Kanter. Portland no good that time either.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Lots of room. And Covington with a nice bucket inside. Covington's got his second bucket.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And you look at Robert Covington, first-team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And that one's good, Barton.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
It's McCollum with the drive. Collins dishes to Kanter. Good defense by Jokic. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Simons, the pass to Jones. And he dunks it right over JaVale McGee. Holy cow.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And the pass to Dozier. Over Jones. Dozier kicks to Millsap. Chalk up 2 there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Powell, the pass to Anthony. And here's Nurkic. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
Bounce pass from Morris. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Millsap has the open look. A second chance effort. Morris kicks to Dozier. His three-pointers off the mark. For Portland, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
And here's Morris for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Simons. He kicks it to Nurkic. Off target on the 15-footer. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets ahead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Paul Millsap, Gordon out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. Gordon, the pass to Green, kicks it to Millsap. Rebounded by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Jokic has checked in for Paul Millsap. Free throw no good for Anthony. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a 1-point game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
There's the dish to Millsap. Denver passing it around. And Jokic throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from McCollum.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Right side Millsap. Covington with the steal. McCollum passes to Simons. Now Covington. They now take the lead. Covington's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside for Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 2. Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Anthony looking it over. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from camp. To scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Poked loose. Stolen by McCollum. Unhindered. Going all the way.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Jokic finds Rivers. Back to Jokic. This one for 3. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, it's big when Rivers connects from outside. Really helps space the entire floor for a squad.
The reverse. Here's Simons. And it's sent back by Millsap. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Jokic. Count it. And the foul. That one's on Anthony. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Free throw, good. Jokic.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
1:53 left in the game. Morris against Lillard. Looking to end his cold spell. And that one. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Lillard outside. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Got to admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Pass to Jokic. Out to Morris. Martin dishes to Porter. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Lillard. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Jokic passes to McGee. Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Poked away. On the wing, Porter. He dishes it to Morris. Back to Porter. And here is Morris. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. It's all happening in Dallas, Texas. It's great to be with you on a Monday.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Collins. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Doncic. And it's Richardson in at the shooting guard. Now here's Richardson. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Here's Lillard after Luka Doncic's bucket. Shoots over Doncic. And the shot is long. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Lillard outside. Takes a three. He can't get it to go. And it's Dallas the other way. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And he makes that one.
Yeah, this is the kind of shot selection that you got to be on board with Lillard. Tenacious scorer, but I love the efficient opportunity there.
Now, here's Doncic. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. Out to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And a wide open look for McCollum. The three-pointer no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hardaway for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, it's really important for Tim Hardaway Jr. to find some more consistency from the three-point line.
Lillard outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
It's good. Doncic has got his second basket.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
It's McCollum with the drive. Great open look there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Richardson outside. Doncic kicks to Richardson. The 15-footer. Rebounded by Covington.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Hardaway with the steal and stolen by Lillard. Here's Covington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Portland also making some changes. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Collins. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Cantor finds Powell. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Finney-Smith passes to Brunson. Now Powell. Shoots over Powell. The shot by Powell, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 2. Simons the pass to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter, and it goes down 2 points.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Powell against Richardson. Powell dishes to Cantor. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got in.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. It's deflected, and that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. And so here is Dallas. Redick with the bucket. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Brunson after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Here's the lob to the hoop and the dunk by Powell.
JJ seeing the floor really well tonight and making precision passes.
Redick against Powell. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And here's Brunson. Down low. And the dunk by Powell.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And Portland has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. Simons, the pass to Anthony. No good with the elbow jumper. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Marjanovic, and Jones sends it back, and he gets it back. And that one's good, Marjanovic.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Passes to Finney Smith. It's tipped. And the wide open shot from Redick. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 4.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the 2nd round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Here's Brunson after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Fires for 3. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shoots from the baseline. The shot by Powell, no good. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Powell finds Nurkic. Here's Simons. They get it again. That one misses. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Finney Smith. But they'll get another chance. From deep 3-point range, and that's good. J.J. Redick for 3. Redick's got 7 points in the game.
That's not an easy 3, but J.J. has practiced that. It's well within his routine.
Simons, the pass to Jones. Kicks it to Carmelo. Powell with the steal. They're running. Brunson the pass to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Powell. And so he hits both. Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum kicks to Lillard. To end the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 7.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Thanks, Rick. What do you like about how your team is playing tonight?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role, that's what that team needs from him.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Collins in at the small forward. Here's Lillard, following the score by Dallas. No good on the 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Lillard. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. The 3 from McCollum. They shoot again. Pass to Collins. The shot by Lillard wide open. Here's Kanter. McCollum outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Steps back and fires. Porzingis against Collins. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Doncic. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Doncic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs. Three-pointer, Lillard hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 10.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. High post shot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. That one's not going to go. And it's Dallas the other way.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Nicolo Melli comes in for Cauley Stein. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. Trailblazers trail by 11. Here's McCollum. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. McCollum's got his second bucket. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Portland also making some changes. Jones checked in for Collins. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Harry Giles is checked in for Cantor. Dallas leading by 7.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Here's Finney Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Marjanovic. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. And the Mavericks lead by 9. The Trailblazers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Redick against Powell. Pass to Giles. Shoots over Marjanovic. That one wide left.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Finney Smith kicks to Marjanovic. Shoots over Powell. And that one's good. Marjanovic. And now an 11-point Maverick lead. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Here's Simons. And there's the pass to Giles. From past the arc. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Johnson with it. Unloads. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Richardson, Luka Doncic out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And there's Porzingis, and it's Brunson in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Luka Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. And then for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Zach Collins. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Lillard misses.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard surveying the D. No good with the triple.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Now here's Powell. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Lillard again missing.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
From about 19 feet, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Portland no good that time either.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
He kicks it to Redick. Lets it go from deep. No good. And it's Portland the other way. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Looking to end the run. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 14 points for Lillard.
Well, he can create his own shot. He can spot up off the ball. Lillard can torch your defense any which way.
The three for Doncic. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Passes it to Marjanovic. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. And yes, it's good.
Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Powell. Doncic kicks to Redick. They get it back. Powell. Pass to Finney-Smith. Another shot. Redick with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
The defense had better put J.J. Redick on a leash and trail him around. He's ready to fire as soon as he gets that ball.
Lillard from outside buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 19 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now, here's Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Covington. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Lillard from outside. Mavericks with the rebound. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Pass to Marjanovic. Puts up a three. The shot that time not on target. The Blazers on offense. They trail by 6. And here's McCollum for 3. Lillard. Covington dishes to Lillard. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Lillard just plays with great confidence, really feeling it here and looking to find any scoring opportunity in this one.
The pass to Marjanovic. Shot from 16. Rebound by Nurkic. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum on the money.
And McCollum's paid.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
And now, your Dallas Mavericks starting five.
And with tip-off.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Now here's Porzingis. That one off the back iron and out. The drive by Jokic. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Richardson, good. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Wide open look here for Murray. From outside, off the mark.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Barton with it over Richardson. And that one's good. Barton.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason. Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lets it go from the wing. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And stolen by Gordon. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folk. He can pass it, too.
Murray against Doncic. Murray kicks to Gordon. Offensive rebound, and that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley Stein. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
There's the pass to Kleber. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Doncic passes to Kleber. Back to Doncic. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Morris looking over the floor. Up again, and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 points.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Here's Doncic. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Lays it in off the breakaway. And that makes it a tie ball game. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Brunson kicks to Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Knocks down the 3 ball. He has 5.
Boy, I love the size Richardson gives you in the backcourt. And also the shooting.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And here's Morris for 3. Here's Millsap, pass to Rivers. There's the 3. The 3 from Morris, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his team succeed.
Selfless. I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
The tray. But he gets it back. Redick against Millsap. No good on the triple. Dallas leading by 5. 3-pointer. The shot by Redick, no good. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Dozier. They get the rebound.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Back to Brunson. Shoots it up. Right wing. Marjanovic kicks to Finney Smith. Back to Brunson. Second chance shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Nuggets trail by 3. Rivers passes to Dozier. Count that one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Richardson outside. To Brunson. High post, Cauley-Stein. 6 to shoot. Melli passes to Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. Passes it to Porter. Jacks up a 3. Millsap, it's good on the putback. Millsap's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And, you know, even though he's undersized, Millsap doesn't back down. He's good at outworking everybody on the glass.
Pass to Brunson. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Millsap's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Brunson. The pass to Melli. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Mavericks now. Cauley-Stein dishes to Hardaway. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
Boy, that quick trigger mindset when Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
For 3, Millsap. The Nuggets with a new 14.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
And, you know, defense isn't done until you finish it off with the rebound. It's like the period at the end of a sentence. That's where they have to improve.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Here's Melli. That one a little long. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here's Dozier, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Richardson outside. Pass to Melli. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted. And that does it for our halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Dwight Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Trey Burke. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
And that one's good. Burke. Nuggets trail. Here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team-first attitude on display.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Murray for three. Unable to get that one. And it's Dallas the other way.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Here's Doncic. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 4.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Doncic outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Barton. Burke covering. Barton, no luck.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
Here's Finney-Smith. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a value utility player. Knows his role.
For 3, Murray. And that one is off. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Pass to Powell. Porzingis against Green. And finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
How about Porzingis with the fancy throwdown? Love seeing the big fella finish with that kind of power.
Doncic against Murray. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Murray's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nuggets. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And Doncic, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 6.
Boy, a main weapon in Doncic's attack. He really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Fires from deep. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Finney-Smith drills the three-pointer. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 7 now for the man.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Outside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you've got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
Pass to Jokic. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Here's Porzingis. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And it's an 8-point Dallas lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Murray for 3. Again, the miss by Murray. The Mavericks have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Here's Finney-Smith. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Murray outside. It's off.
Boy, Doncic showing some nice energy there, challenging that shot on defense. Well done.
And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pound. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Monte Morris, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter, and it's Rivers in at the two-guard spot. Outside, Redick. Now the pass to Brunson. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Porter.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Now, Kleba. The three ball. Morris with the rebound.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Gordon kicks to Porter. Mavericks with the rebound. Cauley Stein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Redick against Rivers. Cauley Stein. 2 free throws coming. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Morris into the lane. He can't get that one to fall. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And the wide open shot from Redick. Wide open shot is on the money. Redick's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
It's the main strength in Redick's game, his three-point shot. Lethal. This guy is a laser.
Here's Morris, and he gets it to go.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The shot by Redick, no good. The Nuggets trail by 7. Porter outside. Goes back up. Jokic, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that one's good, Marjanovic. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. A three from Morris sinks the three-pointer.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And they go to the intentional foul, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Maxi Kleba. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Gordon. And Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris. Here's Cauley Stein. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. Three-pointer. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moments. Big-time shot there.
Doncic against Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on JaVale McGee. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, he's the 3rd pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Dozier's checked in, and Barton subbed in for Austin Rivers. Launches a 3. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. And the foul on Jamal Murray. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds. Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Richardson outside. No good. So it's an arrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling up. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Porter at the 3. Tip-off goes to Denver. Now Murray. Passes to Jokic. Back to Murray from deep three-point range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. To the inside, Nurkic, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Nobody near Nurkic. Covington, it's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Barton outside. The pass to Millsap for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Kicks it out to Collins. That shot missing. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Millsap has the open look, and it's off from three-point range.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Porter finds Millsap. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Makes it off the glass.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Lillard attacking. He feeds it to Covington. Back to Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Murray against Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Good work defensively by Millsap.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Kept alive. Jokic passes to Barton. And here's Jokic. He's guarded by Collins. Jokic draws the double. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for Millsap. Rivers comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. Now, here's Jokic over Collins. And again, Denver no good.
Well, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Here's Rivers. Pass to Jokic. And the rejection by Collins.
An established defender at a young age. Collins has the timing and the reach to block shots.
Porter passes to Jokic. And the rejection by Collins.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Now, here's Jokic. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. A 3 from Morris. And again, Denver no good.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Morris against Collins. Morris trying to free himself up. And again, Denver no good.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there. Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
There's the feed to Gordon. And the rejection by Collins. It's deflected. Anthony with it, now guarded by Porter. That puts them in the lead. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. And stolen by Lillard. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
Morris looking over the floor. That 3 off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Jokic with the steal. Outside Porter from outside the arc. They get it back. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Trailblazers up 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Well, before
I think it comes from the inner.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Jones, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
the Trailblazers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Murray against McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Jones.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Murray. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm?
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Free throw good, Murray. Trailblazers leading by 3. Powell dishes to Nurkic. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Pass to Barton. Now here's Murray. And here's Millsap from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Millsap's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
And I tell you, Millsap's one of those players. He just seems to get better every day he's been in this league. And more than anywhere else, I think that shows in his ability to score from beyond.
And the shot goes down.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
Now here's Barton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Millsap misses.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Green. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Doubled by Murray. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Here's Jones. Passes it to Simons. Over Murray. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cantor. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. To the middle, here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
Simons surveying the D. Nurkic the open look. Denver grabs the miss.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Murray, good.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
And here are the Trailblazers now. After Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. Zach Collins comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Lillard. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Look at the energy Lillard plays with. He doesn't give in to the defense. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit.
The Trailblazers shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. 23 seconds left now here in the second. Morris against Lillard. Here's Jokic. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jokic has got 6.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Lillard from outside. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, and that'll do it for our half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Collins in at the small forward. Barton kicks to Millsap. 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Covington, and it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game, and stolen by Murray. And here's Millsap from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. McCollum passes to Lillard. Porter with the steal. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Lillard looking around. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And that one, good. Lillard's got 7.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Lillard against Murray. From downtown. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Zach Collins. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. The drive by Gordon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lillard against Morris. Pass to Simons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 8 points for him.
And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
Gordon inside. Covered by Hollis Jefferson.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
And Lillard kicks to Hollis Jefferson. From deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Morris outside. Dishes it to Rivers. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He doesn't hit that one. And they're moving it up. Here's Lillard. Takes the 3. There's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Lillard against Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got his first basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. 17 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the wing right side. Keeps it alive. And Covington stays with it. Covington's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Will Barton. Jermichael Green is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Good on the shot.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Simons. Barton defending. Simons, the pass to Powell. Kicks it to Covington. Lets it go from 14. Misses off the left iron. The Nuggets trail by 4. Shoots a fader. Rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Simons, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
And it's Green missing. Trailblazers leading by 6. Collins finds Powell. Back to Collins. Portland moving the ball around. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. Nailed from three-point land. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Martin surveying the floor. Pass to Porter. Shoots it. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Passes it to Simons. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Anfernee Simons. The pass to Powell. Collins kicks to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Over Murray. And it's sent back by Jokic. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Nuggets trail by 9. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Millsap passes to McGee, and they pick up 2.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard dishes to Powell. Lets it go with a 3. Portland no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Murray outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Oh, man. He's got bad shots. This is the time to work. Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Lillard against Murray. Pass to Dozier. Here is McGee. Millsap left side. And Millsap slams it in.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Powell against Rivers. Lillard outside. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Inside. Here's Covington. And no good. Now Denver takes it the other way.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. Banked in off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And look at that. The touch of Lillard inside. So impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
For 3, Murray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Here's the 3. Rebounded by McGee. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Morris outside. Shoots the 3. No good. And so it's Portland winning this one. They seem to... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Richardson in at the shooting guard. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
Good hands by Lillard. You cannot get lazy or he'll pick your pocket and go the other way.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Now Powell. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Knocked loose. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Lillard. From deep. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And they're on the break. Nice move. Here's Cauley-Stein. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Covington passes to McCollum. Lillard against Richardson. Lillard, right side, over Richardson, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Porzingis and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. There's the triple. Portland no good that time either. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Richardson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
It took no time for Richardson to get that shot off. Phenomenal at the pull-up off the dribble.
Lillard against Doncic. Can they get it? And Lillard with a nice bucket inside.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Richardson the pass to Cauley-Stein. 1:56 left in the first quarter. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Cauley-Stein.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Three-pointer, Lillard. He kicks it to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. With some arc. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Then for the Mavericks, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Cauley Stein. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And the dunk by Doncic.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Richardson against McCollum. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Richardson. Dallas moving it around. Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Anthony dishes to McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
I'm training summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor for Dallas, Marjanovic is out there with Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Trailblazers trail by 6. Passes it to Cantor.
Well, the mechanics didn't look too bad there. Cantor with the quick release and excellent follow-through.
Doncic against Jones. Doncic right side. Redick for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Redick's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Doncic. Now here's Jones. Cantor inside. Guarded by Marjanovic. No good there. And it's Dallas the other way. Outside, Redick launches it. Redick can't get that one to fall. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Jones. Sinks that one from the post.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. And there's the pass to Redick. Back to Brunson. Outside, Redick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Brunson, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Rollins checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. And finished off by Collins.
Pretty nice show of athleticism as Zach Collins rises up.
Now here's Brunson. 1:33 left to play in the first half. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And it's Lillard missing. Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Redick for 3. The shot will not fall.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Simons. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Mavericks leading by 3. Finney-Smith kicks to Redick. From outside, off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Collins. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Brunson. Now here's Redick. Now here's Powell. Defended by Covington. Outside, Redick. Dallas, no good that time either. Back to Lillard from the arc. And no good that time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we... Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. The 3 for Doncic. Trains the 3-pointer. Doncic has got 9.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 7.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game. Now, he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Lillard.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Here's Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor's checked in. That shot is off. And it's Dallas the other way. Richardson dishes to Cauley Stein. Out to Doncic. Shoots over Powell. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley-Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Mavericks with the rebound. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
It's good from long range. And now it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
Well, it's really important for Tim Hardaway Jr. to find some more consistency from the three-point line.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Collins checked in for Enes Kanter. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Lillard. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Now, here's Richardson. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Just 5 to shoot. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Collins. And the rejection by Collins. And they're pushing it up. Powell for 3. The Trailblazers rebound. And Collins is right there.
Now Collins continues to play hard and determined to get inside to make it happen.
On the wing, Doncic. He's guarded by McCollum. Doncic against McCollum. Doncic passes to Melly. Back to Doncic. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Kleber kicks to Doncic. Here's Brunson. Pass to Melly. Over Collins. A nice shot by Melly. Melly's got his first points in this one.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Brunson against Anthony. Brunson scanning the floor. Richardson outside. Melly passes to Kleber. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Foul for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Pushing it up. Here's Richardson. Trains the jumper to finish the break. Richardson's got 6. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10-point lead. There. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. McCollum finds Covington. Redick against McCollum. And the shot is good.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Brunson against Lillard. Now the pass to Redick. Now Marjanovic. Down low. Here's Brunson. Rebounded by McCollum. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 10. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Lillard against Brunson. Marjanovic kicks to Redick. Clock at 6. Pass to Brunson for the 3. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. Mavericks leading by 12. And Redick kicks to Brunson. Marjanovic with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Back to Marjanovic. Covington with the steal. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Basket counts.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Powell. Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. Tries a 3. Outside for Redick. Covington with the steal. To the paint, a shot, and he trims the lead to single digits. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Pass to Marjanovic. All alone. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Anthony subbed in for Powell. McCollum, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
A second chance effort. Puts the move on. And scoring with the play inside is Kanter.
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Kanter coming through here in the clutch.
Passes it to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Richardson outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Right away, that's a 2-pointer. Ollie Stein finds Doncic. There's the double team with Covington. Porzingis with the ball, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
And I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
The drive by Doncic. And stolen by Lillard. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Yes!
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Doncic against Lillard. Now Doncic shoots over Lillard. Money!
Paulie Stein, you've got to talk mostly about the agility that this young big has, rolling well after the screen.
So it's an arrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the dub. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.